They told you your body was flesh, bone, biology, but they forgot the most ancient truth. You are not made of matter, you are made of memory. Your body is a stargate built from technologies. Your spine is not just bone, it is a crystalline antenna. Your cerebrospinal fluid, liquid light, the pineal, a living interface between dimensions. You are not thinking with a brain, you are transmitting through a light temple. Every organ, every nerve, a sacred circuit in a higher design. Your organs aren't biological tools, they're frequency chambers. Your heart doesn't just beat, it broadcasts codes. And your DNA, it's not memory, it's sound frozen into light. There are switches in your body you've never been taught, positions, postures, sounds that unlock your field. You don't build the light body, you remember how to configure it. You are not human trying to become divine, you are divine, remembering the interface.
The thing that I'm really doing today within this discussion is talking about personal ascension and the importance of personal ascension within the mind, the heart, the body, and the soul. That goes into the full armor of the Most High, right? The full armor of Yah, right? Helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, girded with the belt of truth, the shoes of readiness. It's mindset. When we understand Hamashiach and what he really represented, the Mashiach, the Messiah, and what that really represents, we have to understand that these are titles, right? Just like Hashatan, Satan, that's a title. And when we understand that these titles are principles, right? And how these principles are implemented are the ways that we actually are at a low frequency or a high frequency of ascension. These are important things to understand, because when we interpretate the Bible within religious constructs, we actually miss the actual principles that are supposed to go in to the ways that we utilize these laws, statutes, and commandments. And there are those who know this and those who keep that from you. And the thing about it is, the more that we understand what true ascension is, right? Understanding our roots and being rooted into a world that has ideologies, that has constructs, that has devices to divide you, and actually understanding the battle that we are truly in. And the battle that we truly are in is a self battle. Now, when we look at Yahshuah, Jesus, right? When we look at him, his name being salvation, right? One of the things that we have to understand is he's not the only one that fasted 40 days and 40 nights. So when we understand like the purpose of the 40 days and the 40 nights, we can actually get to why this leads into ascension within fasting, right? So fasting is getting back into the root in alignment with the creator, makes you a part of the 144, right? When we talk about the 144, I talked about it previously. It says that the 144 would be celibate. They will be clean of sin and never have sinned. They will be clean of all of these impurities within themselves, right? The thing that we have to understand is the only way to get to ascension is through the chakras, right? You have a root chakra, you have your belly chakra, you have the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and you have the seventh chakra of ascension, and then you got chakras even higher than that, right? That's what ascension is leading into. And when we're talking about the 40 days and 40 nights, it only takes 7 days to clear the chakras, right? So you have to understand that when you're going 40 days within fasting, and the ways that they went into fasting was without water, right? So the fasting that they did was without water, without food, right? So there was no impurities at all. So like when we're talking about food, when we're talking about water, all of these things contain impurities, right? When we're talking about the food that we eat right now, that has chemical balance, it has chemicals within the root of it. A lot of it is GMO. When we're talking about the water, right, we're talking about fluoride that's within the water. There's impurities within the water. So the only ways to actually clear the chakras is to do a fast without anything. Right. So like when you're talking about actually doing a fast without anything, without food, without any like impurities or anything like that, at that point, you're clearing your chakras. And at the point of clearing your chakras, you are now getting to a point of ascension, right? You're clearing out of the chakras so that you can get to a point in alignment with the source, which is Abba, which is Father, which is Creator. So what our purpose is when we're talking about overcoming our sins is to become more in alignment within our Creator, become one with Yahuwah, which is I am that I am, which is the source. Let's watch this video and I'll get back to you.
Only 3 people from the Bible, including Jesus, were able to fast for 40 days. Jesus endured hunger at the Judean desert for 40 days while the devil continued to tempt him. This is still one of the most popular Bible stories which taught people how fasting is an important part of faith. Moses completed the prolonged fasting before Jesus did. Exodus chapter 34 verse 28. So he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. He neither ate bread nor drank water. And he wrote on the tablets the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments. Elijah also completed this great feat. 1 Kings chapter 19 verse 8. And he arose and did eat and drink, and went in the strength of that meat 40 days and 40 nights, unto Horeb the mount of God.
All right. So let's talk about it. Now, Elijah, Moses, Yahshuah, right? All of them ascended, right? It talks about in Torah that Elijah was taken, right? They never found Moses's body. Yahshua was resurrected and brought back into life as a new form and ascended, right? So when we're talking about ascension and what true ascension is self-mastery within alignment with our Creator. That means that you are conquering all of the 7 sins, right? You're conquering slothfulness. You're conquering all of the vices that keep you down. These vices that we have, whether it be smoking, whether it be drinking, whether it be lust, whether it be overindulgence, all of these things are what keep us grounded into this matrix that we're in. And the only way to get outside of the matrix is to ascend outside of the vices that keep you down. That's what the sins really are. So when we're talking about sin, a lot of the time we think that sin is something that the Most High really judges us off of. The judgment comes from you within. The judgment comes from you. So you're putting judgment on yourself within your own iniquities. That's why you can't be one with the Creator with iniquity in your heart. Because the iniquity that's in your heart are the devices that keep you complacent to this world. And the only way to ascend those devices is you have to sacrifice things that keep you stagnant in your walk in becoming one with the Creator. That's the trick of religion. See, the thing about religion is religion teaches you that it's not by your works, right? It's not. It's through the Ruach. But let's go into what does Ruach mean? Ruach in Hebrew means breath, right? So it's self-mastery of breath, your breath becoming one with Yahuwah. That's why it's important to understand the Creator's name, because his name in itself, in its name, because his name could be her name, meaning that you are one with the Creator. So you being one with the Creator makes the Creator whatever you are. So when we hear the prophets who are speaking within Torah, within the Bible, talk about him, they're talking about them because they are one with the Creator. So when they say him, they're talking about their reflection, right? They're talking about them being one in reflection with the Creator because they are men who are talking about a Creator that lives within inside themselves, right? Greater is he that lives in you than he that is in the world. So when they say him, it could have been her. It could have been she if it was a woman talking about it. But when we're reading Torah, when we're reading the Word, when we're reading the Bible, we're talking of men who are talking about a Creator that lives within inside them. So they refer to the Creator as him. We're talking about the divine, talking about a divine energy that lives within inside us. So within that divine energy that lives inside us, the only way that we become one in ascension is to master ourselves within our breath, within our self-work, within our disciplines, right? And it's not by your works, it's through the Ruach, it's through the Spirit, it's through your divine connection with the Most High. So it's not by your works. There's nothing that you can do to make you in alignment. You have to become in divine alignment with the Creator. meaning that you have been renewed in your mind. Be not conformed to the ways of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So when you renew your mind out of the constructs that you are relating to within this world, you can ascend the matrix that you are trapped in. But the vast majority of people are trapped into a matrix because they don't understand that the only way to ascend out of the matrix is to no longer conform to it. And the only way that you can stop conforming to a matrix is to become one with the creator, to become one with the source, to understand the actual mathematics and the equations and the science that goes into conquering sin. Then you're at a flow state. And when you're in a flow state, you're in a self-mastery state. See, the thing about the Bible, the thing about the Torah, the thing about these spiritual practices are their sciences to be able to overcome your pain, your hurt, your wounds, the things that you cycle through. And the only way that you can overcome the cycle, like everybody's telling you, oh, you know, the end times are coming. Yeah, a time is ending and a new time is beginning, meaning that old ideologies are dying off in order for a new ascension to happen. Things have to be destroyed in order to be rebuilt. And that's the thing that nobody really wants to talk about because we're so scared. We get caught in the fear mentality. Technology is here. Technology is going to do what technology does. In fact, if we utilize it as a tool, we can go ahead and educate one another. The thing about it is, yes, the vast majority, if we're not careful, will be programmed within the matrix and the system that we're in because we're so caught in escapism. We're trying to escape our hurt, escape our pain. The only way to escape pain is to not escape it. You have to face it. And when you face the pain, you face the hurt, you learn the lessons, you gain the wisdom, you apply the wisdom, you're able to get to your next. It's not a racial thing. It's not a political thing. It's a spiritual thing. It's an inner working that you have to do within yourself. People who are conformed to the ideologies of race, of politics, of poor, of rich, those are programmed people. Those are cogs in the system. And when you call them cogs, they'll fight you about it. They'll argue with you about it. They'll get mad about it. But there are those who are made to also feed fear, whether we're talking about news channels or we're talking about those who are in the world. Now, you want to get with a like-minded tribe. You want to get with a like-minded tribe of people who believe in this ascension, who believe in doing the inner work, who believe in accountability, who believe in not just blaming, but taking the accountability for what they did or what others are doing. And it's not about group thought. It's about finding who you are as an individual and sending out of your pain. I'm going to show you one more video. And the thing that I really want you to understand is when we're talking about the Most High, when we're talking about the Creator, when we're talking about Yahuwah, we're talking about the God that lives inside of us. When the prophets were talking to you about what the Most High was saying, they were doing that self-work, which is how they were able to articulate the messages to you. You could do the same thing. It's a matter of doing the work for yourself. And the only way that you can do that is to go through the struggle, the pain, the hurt, learn the lessons, gain the wisdom. It's life school. You go through life school in order to ascend. You graduate and you have to continually graduate. It's a cycle. It's like the hero's journey. You have to go through the cycle of the hero's journey in order to ascend to who you are within your highest self. That's how it works. It's not easy. You have to be willing to go through the pain. Check this out.
Opening the chakras is an intense experience, and once you begin this process, you cannot stop until all 7 are open. First, we will open the earth chakra, located at the base of the spine. It deals with survival and is blocked by fear. Next is the
water chakra?
This chakra deals with pleasure and is blocked by guilt. Third is the fire chakra, located in the stomach. This chakra deals with willpower and is blocked by shame. The fourth chakra is located in the heart. It deals with love and is blocked by grief. The fifth in the chain is the sound chakra, located in the throat. It deals with truth and is blocked by lies, the ones we tell ourselves. The sixth pool of energy is the light chakra, located in the center of the forehead. It deals with insight and is blocked by illusion.
This is the last chakra, isn't it?
Yes, the thought chakra is located at the crown of the head. It deals with pure cosmic energy and is blocked by earthly attachment.